From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, April 5th, 2015. Silver is trading at $16.78 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,202 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $259. Antiwar.com reports, speaking about the nuclear framework deal reached this week, Iran's reformist president Hassan Rouhani predicted the pact would not only resolve the nuclear dispute, but open up international rapprochement on other issues as well. Rouhani said, "Our discussion isn't only nuclear," saying that regional security would also benefit from the deal, encouraging better dialogue with the international community over other disputes. Rouhani made improving international ties a core aspect of his presidential campaign and has made more progress on the nuclear pact than anyone thought was possible at the time. At this point, it is unclear what else is being discussed at any length, though there have been occasional reports of the U.S. and Iran trading intelligence on the war against the Islamic State through intermediaries. Both nations are on the same side of the conflict. Expect the other discussions to come after the nuclear deal is resolved, as the easing of many sanctions would significantly grease the wheels for international ties on both business and, by extension, diplomacy. For over 35 years, Robertson Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Robertson Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. UPI reports the owner of a revenge porn website that featured more than 10,000 sexually explicit photographs posted without permission was sentenced to 18 years in prison. Web developer Kevin Bullard was ordered to pay $15,000 in restitution and a $10,000 fine. Because he is a nonviolent offender, he is allowed to serve his sentence in county jail rather than state prison. In February, Bullard had been found guilty of 6 counts of extortion and 21 counts of identity theft. He faced a maximum sentence of 23 years in prison. Bullard used a now-defunct website to post pictures from angry exes and then charged the victims between $250 and $350 to remove them. The site mostly featured sexually explicit photos posted by angry ex-boyfriends and ex-husbands with the victims' names and links to their Facebook profiles. At the sentencing, Judge David Gill read Bullard's words from a transcript. "I don't know, dude, it was just fun. At the beginning, it was kind of fun and entertaining, but now it's kind of ruining my life." 8 women told the judge they were traumatized and continue to suffer. One woman said she was forced to quit college and go to a mental health hospital. Attorney General Kamala Harris said the case is the first cyber exploitation prosecution in the country. Harris said in a news release, "Sitting behind a computer, committing what is essentially a cowardly and criminal act will not shield predators from the law or jail. We will continue to be vigilant and investigate and prosecute those who commit these deplorable acts." FPP Radio News is brought to you by Coinbase. Coinbase is a simple and secure online Bitcoin wallet for sending, receiving, and storing Bitcoin. I trust Coinbase. You should too. Get started at coinbase.fppradio.com. That's coinbase.fppradio.com. Reuters reports Russia and the Red Cross appealed on Saturday for a military pause in Yemen to allow urgent humanitarian aid deliveries and evacuation of civilians after 10 days of Saudi-led airstrikes and fighting in which hundreds of people have died. Russia distributed a draft resolution at the United Nations pressing for suspensions of the airstrikes to allow evacuation of foreign civilians and diplomats and demanding rapid and unhindered humanitarian access. The International Committee of the Red Cross called for an immediate pause in hostilities to deliver life-saving medical aid, saying 3 of its shipments remained blocked. The United Nations says more than 500 people have been killed in the past 2 weeks in Yemen and nearly 1,700 wounded. Residents in Aden say many parts of the southern port city have been without water or electricity for 2 days. At the time of this report, there was no sign of a halt in the fighting. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.